Hey guys, I'm Joel. In this video, you guys are going to be watching basically everything that I've been doing to this E46 since I bought it. Basically mashed in together. I'm making the intro after the fact because I just picked up the camera and I didn't know what order the videos were going to be made in. So I'm making the intro right now. You guys are going to be seeing me diagnosing this car and figuring out everything that's wrong with it. Getting more familiarized with it. I'm gonna be fixing this car and showing you guys all the costs that go into it so you guys have a realistic expectation of what goes into buying, maintaining, fixing up a car like this, and just everything out there. I don't want to keep any secrets, and I actually have a spreadsheet in Excel with every single penny that I've dropped on this car. So it'll be really interesting to see how it progresses through the months. I'm always going to be referring back to that. So this is the first time I'm going to mention it, and at the end of this video, stay tuned to the end and I'll show you guys what I have into it right now as of today. So I really hope you guys enjoy watching this journey with me because it's going to be really fun and we're only getting started. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm in Springfield right now, almost at my destination, picking up the ZF drive shaft and manual pedals for $100. That is a really good deal for the manual pedals and a ZF drive shaft because I paid $100 for a ZF drive shaft 3 years ago. I just got back and here's the pedals that I got. 2 pedals obviously, and it's the dual switch one, so there's a switch there and there's a switch there, and you have to wire them both to the ECU and the EWS. So I'm going to be doing all that. The line that goes under the carpet right here, this pops up above the carpet, I'm assuming right there. This is the firewall or floor technically grommet. And then this line right here has a big rip in it, so I'm gonna buy a new clutch line, and I have a new slave coming too, so those should be good. And then this ZF drive shaft right here, he gave me the whole thing. Oh yeah, that's wrinkly as hell. I'm gonna get a new center support bearing for that, just so we don't have any vibrations or anything like that, and a new gibo. Also, just to state, normally people only do the front half of the ZF, I'm assuming, because this one came out of a 328i, and I think if you get it out of a 330, it's a 6-bolt flange for the diff, and this one is a 4-bolt. So I'm gonna try and use the whole drive shaft together because it's already balanced and stuff, but if I can only use the front half, then I will only use the front half. The car is dead right now because of the parasitic drain. Because of that, I have this new final stage resistor. I'm gonna install this and hopefully my blower will work after that. The final stage resistor is all the way up in here. Gotta take the glove box out, and it's back behind the dash all the way up there. I'm just gonna start by popping all the clips off of the glove box right here. Now there's a bunch of screws in here, here, there, and then I'm sure somewhere else around there. Can also undo this. There we go. I literally can't see anything, so Snapchat is the move. You just zoom in with one finger. Yes, I got it. You can see it spinning it back over there with this right here. There she is, a little T20 bolt. Damn, people say that this is easy, but it's more annoying than anything. Come on. Old one replaced with the new one. I might have done that damage to it, pulling it out. Moment of truth. Ooh! Blower works. Let's go. Let's see AC, please. I don't know if that did anything. The car's not on. How is AC gonna turn on with the car not on? It's warm, super warm. I got an infrared thermometer so I can try and see what the temperature coming out of the AC is, or out of the vent. Yeah, that is not. I heard some crazy ass whistle coming out of the. Hey, it's actually going down pretty quick and it feels good. I'm gonna let it go full blast for a while. See how low this can get. I was over here struggling to get this in, but the back has to slide all the way in first and then the top will seat fully. So now I just put the screws in and she should be good. Oh damn, it's actually cranking now. I don't know if it just needed time running or
Hopefully it stays like this. This is sick. So it's intermittent. I don't know why it's turning on and off, but glove box is in. Everything's back to normal. Blower works. Hopefully the parasitic draw is gone and the car won't be dead tomorrow when I check for it. Oh damn, my guy Julio was saying that you should probably get those leaves out, and I didn't know what he was talking about. The whole condenser's full of leaves, so I'm gonna get those out. I'm gonna try it. I don't know how I'm gonna get in there, but the handbrake wasn't working. It's literally no resistance at all. So we just popped the boot off and the bolts aren't even tight. So I'm gonna tighten those and hopefully I get a working e-brake, because this thing is what I'm gonna use to drift. I'm waiting a while before I get a hydro. Whenever you're tightening an e-brake with this, be very careful because it's so easy to absolutely destroy the cable. I did that with the E30 once. I tightened the two bolts until they're just a little bit tight. I don't want it to be too tight, but driving normal, there's no noise. But then once I pull it, oh, maybe it needs a little more tight. Yeah. You felt it drag a little bit. So it's stretching every time I do that. So I'm just gonna have to keep playing with it until it's perfect. So me and my guy Huli, this is the dude that inspired me to get into BMWs right here. We were saying, I'm gonna just loosen these all the way, get new brake shoes for the e-brake, and then I'll start adjusting it with the new shoes in, so I can make sure it's perfect how I want it from there, because drifting, we're gonna need this. So if you see right there on the check valve for the secondary air pump, that line is completely ripped, and that's a vacuum line that powers everything, I'm pretty sure. This is super brittle right here, so I'm gonna replace those. I'm gonna diagnose this later, but I'm gonna replace that whole line that runs to the back. I want to take this top panel off right here, and the biggest thing of them all, my intake is completely ripped. This is the mass airflow sensor, and this is the biggest vacuum leak you could possibly have right here. So this is probably responsible for a few of my codes. So I'm gonna go through, completely check the whole vacuum system, make sure that I have no leaks on that, and then I'm gonna start diagnosing the codes and start from there. Also, pardon my voice, I'm a little sick right now, so I just got bored and I want to work on this thing a little bit so I can start ordering parts. I could just leave that right there, that right there, and then the 4T30 bolts. Damn, that is so much more room. And this is actually really easy to take off. I've always dreaded doing this, but I didn't know it was that easy. As you can see, I just stuck this camera back right down there with Snapchat, and I locked it. And that looks like a vacuum line is completely loose. I put my hand in there and it feels broken. It's like a piece of plastic. So it could be broken, it could be disconnected. I'm gonna try and fish around and see what that is. Damn, just completely messing around trying to see the condition of this line right here. I found that that is disconnected from there. So I'm gonna try and connect them, and yeah, I'm just trying to get the condition of everything. Since I've never seen anything under this, it's a completely new car to me. I wanna see like how bad everything is, because I'm actually extremely surprised that the exhaust manifold gasket isn't covered in oil from the valve cover. So that's a good sign that that isn't absolutely drenched, and everything down there is dry. And everything down here is dry too. So it looks like the oil filter housing gasket and the valve cover gasket, two very common oil leaks on these engines, aren't bad yet, at least. So I don't want to speak too soon, but everything looks pretty good down there. I'm also going to replace this vacuum line that goes all the way to the secondary air pump. And I'm going to take this boot off and just have a peek at what everything looks like. And I'm going to take the, most likely replace this one and the lower one though. Damn, I really should have just stayed my bored ass inside. I was trying to take this boot off, and I took the screwdriver and went like this to fucking pry inside. Popped clean off. That is so slow. This shit better work still without this. Damn, I'm dumb as hell. I was just about to start recording a clip, but I noticed that there's a missing nut. Next time I go to the junkyard, I'm gonna get one of these, because that's kind of crazy. I'm making a checklist right now for all the stuff that I need to get from FCP. Like this boot and this line right here are the most mandatory ones. I want to do those so that I can then start to find the other that are less obvious, because if I smoke test it right now, those are going to be the only two leaks that are showing. But before I go to FCP, I'm going to change the spark plugs in case if there's anything else that I need to change. I'll order it now. She looks good though. That's good that they look all OEM. Everything looks really clean under here. These coil packs look brand new. Watch one of them be bad just because I said that. It is very good that there's no oil in any of the spark plugs though. That means the valve cover gasket could be pretty new on this. Here's a look at the old spark plugs. Cylinder 1 is on the left, cylinder 6 is on the right. Cylinder 1 is completely cracked. The porcelain is, I don't know how this car was running as good as it was. It wasn't like sputtering, it didn't crazy misfire, it wasn't bad. It was like, it seemed like it was pretty good, but that porcelain looks like it's cracked. It's just, these are disgusting. I got the iPhone out so you guys can actually see and get an accurate reading of look at how bad. So this definitely needed to be changed. The new plugs I got are some BKR 6Es. I ran these in the E30 when it was NA for a while and I liked it, so I'm just gonna do them again. These look much better. Spark plugs are changed. Might as well should just try and take this. Oh, damn. Yeah, this thing is so cooked. The vacuum line from this just runs right under the O2 sensor connectors and it comes out right there. That's the other split end. I want to replace this so I can try and get the vacuum system all good, and then the secondary air pump, I'll do the bare minimum to fix this up. I'm going to replace this line, but I just need to pass emissions. That's all I need. Because knowing my luck, if I don't replace it, this will be the only thing saving me from no codes. The last person put the hose clamp head to undo it all in the bottom. So I got an extension with this ratchet and a 6mm, and you can see it rattling in there now. So this thing should pop right off now. Yep. And this thing has a pretty gnarly crack in here too. Yep. Oh, that's fully through. There's another one right here. Both of them are junk. I made it to FCP Euro. Here I am with my radiator and my oil change down there, because they have lifetime warranty on everything that you buy on the website. If anything happens to whatever you bought from FCP, you can get it replaced. So the new radiator, I bought a new one from FCP. It came in, replaced it, and now I'm bringing back the old one, and then they'll give me all the money back, which is sick. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna pick up another order. So I love having these guys only 40 minutes away. So here are the old ones and here are the new ones. These new ones look so much better than the old ones. And this is that vacuum line. Hopefully once I have all this in, there should be no more vacuum leaks. Got the two boots on, so now I can take the old one of these secondary air pump vacuum lines out and put this one in. Good thing I replaced this one too, because it was cracking everywhere and it was just on its way out. But got that connected. Now my cousin's waiting for me at the airport, so I'm gonna try and take this thing. Hopefully the codes will clear. I'm gonna clear them right before, make the drive up there, come back, and then we'll see what the status is on those codes. So it has new plugs, 2 new intake boots, and the secondary air pump vacuum line. Oh, now it's running like shit. Oh, okay. I think I just gotta give it a minute. The ECU was so used to seeing how it was with the old intake, and I think now that it has the new intake, it kind of just threw it off for a little. So I'm gonna try and put it all back together right now, and I gotta go. This thing sounds so quiet though, and it's like, it sounds very good. Guys, this car feels so much better with all 6 cylinders firing. Whatever it is, this car cruises so nice now. I can cruise at 80 with no effort at all, when before I had to be like it was kind of scaring me. I was like, to drift this, I don't know. It just feels like I unlocked so much more horsepower. So now I feel a lot better about sliding this car. It felt like I was gonna try and drift it with like Miata power. I was not confident at all. I pulled over on the side of the road real quick just so I can hit clear codes on IMPA. Error memories has been cleared. The check engine light is gone now, so we can see how many codes come back now after I've done everything. Just ate D'Angelo's, drove 40 miles to get here, and let's see if the check engine turns back on. Normally after the car is stopped is when it turns back on. Ooh, let's go. I guess, I don't know how long I should wait to see if it comes back. Like a few miles later, it turned on again. Okay. I'd rather it turn on now than turn on later. Since that turned on, I'm gonna click error. Please don't be 10 errors. 3. That is so much better than 10. Wow. 2 of them are the same, the top and bottom, and then the middle one is different. They seem like they're pointing towards the O2 sensors. So this is what I got off of Amazon. It's a smoke tester. It was $95. The link is gonna be in the description if you guys are interested. I will let you know how it works. I'm gonna test it now with you guys and see if it's actually worth it. I didn't want to use the DIY one because it's so sketchy and it just looks like it's gonna catch on fire. And I want something that I can use on any car. Like I can use this on the E30. And the coolest thing with the smoke tester is that I can use this on the oil drain line, make sure the oil drain line isn't leaking. I can check all my oil passages, whatever, the oil pan. I can make sure nothing is leaking with this device. And I think that's so cool. This is what it comes with. Is that an American flag? Why did they give me an American flag? But it gets its power from the battery, so you don't need to have it connected to a wall or anything. So the smoke just comes out of this thing right here. It threads in. The vacuum line threads in right here. You do need shop air to go in right here. Let me use some of this thread sealant. It's probably too much, but... Now I just need to go get some mineral oil. I have the compressor at 100 psi, but I want to make sure that this thing isn't going to go absolutely crazy before turning it on. Yeah, it's blowing very little. Perfect. So I could keep the compressor fully built up with pressure, and this only puts out half a psi is what it says. Got the baby oil on deck. But it smells so good now. It says don't fill it up past the level, so smoke machine up here. Plug it in. I'm gonna tap in from the vacuum line right here. Yep. Is there an on button? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's working. Damn. I'm guessing I could just bop. Now we just wait and see if any smoke comes out from anywhere. I literally don't see anything. Yeah, it's definitely putting smoke out. How long do I have to wait? The clip I'm recording right now is 3 minutes in, so I'm assuming it's probably been like 2 whole minutes and I don't see smoke coming from anywhere else. And if I disconnect it, it's definitely still it's definitely still putting out smoke. Damn, this thing is cooking. Oh yeah, this thing is sick. I'm so happy I got this. Let me see if I turn it off. That's it, no more. Damn, this thing is sick. This is so cool. It's only $95. And anytime you have a leak or whatever, oil leak on a turbo drain, turbo feed, whatever, and it doesn't look like it's gonna catch on fire. Oh my God. This is so hot. I just touched it by accident and ow. Yeah, this thing is legit. Go buy one if you don't have a smoke tester, because this is gonna make my life so much easier, especially, well, apparently the car has no vacuum leaks. That's crazy. I was thinking, yo, there's no way that this thing actually has no vacuum leaks. And then I remembered this has a check valve. I don't remember what way the check valve goes, but I'm gonna try and put this in here and see what happens. It might start coming out of here, but a little bit coming from the air box down here, which I don't think will be a problem. Damn, that's a lot coming from the air box. I mean, yeah, it's filled. There's definitely smoke in the system. Since the check engine light came back on, I ran IMPA again, and IMPA's a BMW program that they use to actually diagnose the cars. And because it's a BMW program, everything is in German. It says Lambda Nakkat Sonde 2. I don't know how to pronounce it, but in Google Translate it says after cat probe. So Nakkat Sonde is after cat. So there's one code for the after cat. Nakkat Sonde, that's another code for a post cat sensor, and then another code for a post cat sensor. So I'm just gonna change both of them and see what happens, because this thing is pointing towards just the two ones being the culprit of all my error codes, and then I'll be good to do emissions, hopefully.
So I went on a website that gave me the translations for engine codes right here, and it was not at all what it actually was. I just translated it from what it said on the actual computer, and they're all pointing to voltage post-cat and the heating post-cat, both of them. So I'm just gonna replace them. I got two new ones here. I'll replace them and we'll see how it goes after this. So like I said, if you guys make it to the end, I'm gonna give you a quick little sneak peek to basically everything that is going on behind the scenes. Today, as of July 24th, I had got the diff out. It's fully welded. The car's ready to go back on the road tomorrow. And I'll show you guys this little thing right here. It's the Excel sheet. My expenses for the car right now is $2,600. The reason it is $2,600 is because that is including the whole 5-speed swap that I've already purchased with the ZF transmission, and basically replacing all the stuff that you would want to replace in a manual swap. Costed $1,200, and I'm 26 into the car. And another little quick sneak peek, it has no codes. So I know I left it on kind of a little bit of a cliffhanger, but there's no more codes. So in the next video, you guys are gonna watch how I got rid of them, and I still need to pass emissions, but you guys are gonna see how I got rid of all the codes. I appreciate you so much for watching. Follow me on Instagram right here at E30Joel to stay up to date with everything that I'm doing. And yeah, subscribe, like the video. I appreciate you guys so much.